Welcome back to Relationship Entertainment Television and another episode of What's Going On. I'm your girl, DamitaJo, and we're getting ready to get right into this video. First, I want to just apologize because I'm going to start out a little heavy, but I promise I'll end on a high note. But I feel like this needs to be talked about, okay? There is so much going on in the world right now. There's so many people losing their lives, and a lot of those people are young people. But this situation is strange because it definitely did not have to happen. But I just want to touch base on it because I feel like I have a little bit of things to say with regards to this situation and many others. So the long and short of it is Shanquella Robinson went to Mexico with 6 of her friends last month in October. And these people have been now named the Cabo Six. They went to Mexico. Within 24 hours, Shanquella Robinson was pronounced dead. The best friend was on the trip, came back home with her luggage, dropped it off to the mom, made a few visits consoling the mom, until the autopsy report came out that revealed that Shanquella Robinson had a broken neck and a fractured spine, which is what was documented as her cause of death and not alcohol poisoning, as the best friend had once told the mom about Shanquella Robinson. There was also a video that was released online showing a fight that happened, but I don't want to call it a fight because it looked like an attack, but we only got a little bit of the video, so we really don't know what's going on. But that video sparked a lot of conversation on social media, so much that it is now picked up by mainstream media, and the FBI is now involved in this investigation. But I say all that to say, we need to have a lot more compassion for each other as human beings. Now, I'm not talking about race. I'm not talking about gender. Just as a living, breathing human being. The fact that this incident happened the way that it did, and everybody left Mexico and came back to the United States, and they were all really trying to tell the parents that she died of alcohol poisoning, knowing that that's not what happened. Now, nobody has talked to these people. One person went live when they got back in the United States, which was not smart, but they are all now ghosts on the internet. But if there was a little compassion, if there was an altercation that happened, with compassionate people, you can kind of rest assured that the end result won't be death. You know what I mean? Prayers go out to the Robinson family. As for the Cabo Six that is still out here, we don't know what's going on, obviously, because if the FBI is involved, we're not probably going to know any moves. So we just have to wait to see what kind of other information comes out. However, I would like to say there are a lot of people in an uproar about this, and I don't know whether they're safe in jail or out of jail, because there are people who aren't even related to Shanquella Robinson that knows what the Cabo Six look like and are waiting to see if they see them in these streets, okay? The real streets, not these internet streets. So, compassion also goes over to parents who might be trying to protect their kids from things like this. But if they had a part in it, it's kind of out of your hands. But I just wanted to come and say that I feel like we need to just have more compassion for one another as human beings. Rest in peace, Shanquella Robinson. Prayers go out to that family. Definitely check out the North Carolina Beat, because he is on the case. He's in contact with the family on a regular basis. And there will be an interview with Shanquella's sister, Shanquella. Watch the NC Beats page for that, because he is the one doing the interview. And if you want full coverage on this situation, check out The Plainest Jane. She has broken down this situation to a T. Okay? But that's what I can give you. I just wanted to say a little bit of words about that, but we're going to go ahead and move into the entrepreneurs that we're going to highlight this week. Okay, as I do cruise these internet streets, I come across all kinds of cool stuff. Now, the other day, I came across this post on Black Success Live that tells us about a first and only woman-owned winery in the city of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Now, this was interesting to me, and it did make me go to find out if there's any other Black-owned wineries and how many and things like that. And we're going to get into that in a second. But the owner of this first and only Black-owned woman winery in the city of Stone Mountain, her name is Vivica Cox, which I thought was hilarious. You know what I mean? I know she got a lot of jokes on the way up. I don't know if that's her God-given name or whether she changed it, but I thought that kind of gave me a chuckle. But Vivica Cox owns Shavi Wine Collections. Shavi Wine Collections, winery, deli, restaurant, mobile winery, and bar. Okay, she has everything covered, it looks like. She got some bar packages. They do stuff for date nights, weddings, wine tastings, group events, and birthday parties, and more, okay? Okay, so meet Vivica Cox, founder and CEO of Shavi Wine Collection. Shavi Wine Collection started with a small idea that quickly grew into a big deal in the middle of a pandemic. Shavi Wine Collections was created for the simple love of good wine and exotic flavors. Vivica began researching different wine varietals to create exotic flavors that were sure to stop you in your tracks at first step, and now has 8 great flavors of wines to meet your every palate with pure euphoria. Enjoy. Okay, so this was interesting to me. We're definitely going to, we're already following her on Instagram, so you guys follow her as well. And definitely check out the website, okay? But that only led me to see there are a lot of other Black-owned wineries, and this is one of the main ones that I came across, the McBride sisters. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with them, but they are the largest Black-owned winery. And I just want to read a little bit of this story because the end is going to make sense. They were raised among the vines of Monterey, California, and Marlborough, New Zealand. One could say that the McBride sisters' path to winemaking was destiny at work. Newly found sisters who had been raised across the world from one another, Robin and Andrea's love affair with wine was planted within them from an early age while growing up in 2 of the world's most iconic wine-growing regions. Okay, so in 2005, the sisters found themselves together in California, fueled by a shared passion for all things wine, winemaking, and a desire to shake up the industry with a blend of old world elegance and new world finesse. It was then that the McBride Sisters collection was born. So we're gonna skip the rest of that because I want to go straight to the end where it says since 2005, the McBride Sisters mission has been clear: to transform the industry, lead by example, and cultivate community one delicious glass of wine at a time. Now, why is that important? That's important because the other winery that we mentioned in Stone Mountain, Georgia, probably was inspired by all the Black-owned wineries that went before her. So that's why it's important that we create businesses and never stop. Don't look at the industries and think, oh, I can't do that. Somebody's already doing it. Oh, do your business because you never know who's watching. You never know who you're going to inspire, and you never know where it's going to go. Okay. So definitely check them out as well. The McBrideSisters.com is their website. For all my wine drinkers, you probably already know about them. But anyway, the next thing that I want to talk about is along the lines of self-love. And y'all know that is my jam. You know what I mean? That's me, right? But the idea that this girl already has endorsements behind her from people that are pretty well known. So I thought this was pretty cool. Okay, so I want to talk about this because I think this is a pretty dope idea. Let's take a listen.
So let's go with my homegirls a couple of weeks ago, and one of my friends recommended that we try this self-love box. So of course, all of us order one to support, and I ordered one for Red too. You know, they have them for the men too. I think, men need it too. But I actually just finished mine, and I wanted to take a moment to give this queen her flowers because what you're doing is amazing, and more people need to know about it. It's so many people that are struggling with mental illness, struggling with trying to find themselves, struggling with depression, struggling with not knowing their purpose. And I feel like with something like this is right on time. So I want to take a moment to give you your flowers and tell you thank you for creating such a wonderful thing with the self-love box. And I love how you put men into this as well because so many men need it also. She have this QR code that you scan and it walks you through the whole box. And I love how she's giving you these positive affirmations. She's touching on success. She's touching on love. She's and most importantly, self-love. So I highly recommend, if you know somebody that is struggling with any of those things, I highly recommend that they check out the self-love box. So listen, I went out with my...
Okay, so to me, I feel like that is the greatest business because everybody can benefit from more self-love. Okay, so we're just gonna go over to, her name is Drina B. I'm already following her. As you can see, I did it a little before the show. But you guys definitely go check her out. We're going to go to her website, okay? You know how I like to do. I like to see what they have to offer. So Christmas is coming up, and you can send one of these as a gift, okay? So the website is yourselflovebox.com, and you can go and see what they're all about. And so we're going to go ahead and just look at the self-love box really quick because I want to see how it breaks down what's inside the box. The boxes look pretty. It looks like they have one for women and they have one for men. And you can take a self-love quiz on this website as well. So that might be something fun to do as a couple. But let's see what's in the box. So the self-love box for women, it's only $35.99, which that's not bad at all. Let's open this up a little bit more. And you can give it as a gift. It says that right there. There's a little section right here. You can give it as a gift. You don't even have to be the one to wrap it. So it says the self-love box is a collection of mental exercises that will allow you to tap into a deeper side of yourself to help you identify with who you truly are and what your heart truly desires. The self-love box helps you align yourself with manifestation to begin to bring your heart desires to life. On your journey in life, you can achieve anything your mind imagines. The self-love box guides you to putting yourself first, loving yourself completely, and starting the journey to living a life of abundance, happiness, and success. Okay, and so like Toya said, you get some QR messages that walk you through the whole thing. I definitely recommend checking out this website because, as I said, she has boxes for men and for women. Check out her Instagram and follow her there as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. That is all I have for you this week. Definitely comment below. Let us know what you think about the topics that we discussed today. And definitely check out all the other great shows on Relationship Entertainment Television. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and subscribe. Okay, I'm your girl DamitaJo, and you know it. I'll see you guys in the next video.
When they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
Hey, it's your girl Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Right here on RETV every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
This is Tyron
and Nicole with your weekly RATV news break. Each Thursday at 12 noon Eastern, we'll come to you with the latest news, trends, and more with a positive spin.
We know there's a lot of positive news that doesn't get reported, but we want to give you the opportunity to share your story here on RATV. If you have a positive news story you want us to share, you can submit your story to news@re-tv.net.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Download the new RATV Live app on your mobile device and follow Relationship Entertainment Television on your favorite social media platform.
Don't forget, make sure you tune into the RATV News Break each Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, be blessed and be great.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is DamitaJo. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm DamitaJo, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?